Hi, my name is John Larson, and I'm coming to you right now from about the middle of my property. I'm laughing because I just finished recording this and picked up my phone and realized that it had stopped and I hadn't recorded anything. So you guys all missed some golden stuff. Let me explain to you what I'm doing here. I live on a little hobby farm, 3 acres in Oregon, in the Willamette Valley, which is the valley between Eugene and Portland up on the river. It's about, I don't know, 70, 80, 100 miles wide and sits between the Pacific Coast Mountains and the Cascades over there, the mountains that you probably associate with Oregon. And it is the final resting place, the final destination of the Oregon Trail, and has been a huge agricultural area for the last 170 years or so. And and we're talking of uh, European uh, the European pioneers. We can talk about the natives more at a different time. Um, so we bought this farm December of 2021. So this December, it will be 5 years that we've been here working on this and building things out. And when I first came out, of course, I had a history of podcasting that some of you will know about. So I started a podcast. I think I called it the Dabbler Cast. I haven't decided what I'm going to call this. Maybe it will be the Dabbler Cast. Um, and I realized after doing it for a couple weeks that I have my regular full-time salary paying job that gives us benefits and insurance and stuff. And then I run this farm, which takes up all of the free time that I will allow it. It needs more than what I can give it. And then I was doing a podcast on top of that, and that was just too much. I couldn't do all three. So I mothballed the podcast, but unfortunately, I found out later that for a lot of people, it felt like I just disappeared and that they were worried about me. So for those of you who are worried about me, I'm so sorry. Um, but I had an idea a few months ago. I thought, well, what if I just get a headset on and I just record while I'm out choring? Um, Maybe that will be a better plan. So here it is. I'm taking my attempt at it. I'm walking the property. Today is July 22nd, 2026. It's about 6:30, coming up on 7 o'clock. So I'm finished work for the day. And sometimes in the evening, I'll come and walk around and see what needs to be done. Today's kind of a special day because I've taken the rest of the weekend off. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm just going to try to catch up on little things to do around here. So I thought, well, there's people who are interested in permaculture and in homesteading, and there's a lot of content out there being produced. I think a lot of it is unfortunately too influencer like, and you really don't get a real feel for what it's like. So I thought I might record, talk while I'm out choring, and give you a taste of what I do day in and day out around here. So you can decide if this lifestyle's for you or not. Now, let me define my terms a little bit. I've used both the term permaculture and homesteading. Permaculture is sort of the idea, and these are big ideas. We need to spend more time dissecting them a bit. Permaculture is the idea of living um, really close to, or in conjunction with, or surrounded by, or in harmony with your food sources. We've become in the modern world so far removed from all of that that it's become an abstraction to many people. They go to the grocery store and they, of course, they understand that the bread comes from wheat, and they understand that wheat comes from fields. But I think that probably sort of ends the connection people have with it. And permaculture is the idea from a health perspective of living closer to your actual food source and eliminating the middle layers and the industrial food and all that kind of stuff. But also has the idea that that's a healthier way to live in a greener space outside of urban areas so much and to live more integrated with the planet as it is. I think that's a good enough definition for permaculture right now. And then homesteading, oftentimes an umbrella term, refers to people who kind of leave the grind or whatever that is and try to go find a plot of land. And for some of them, it's build something from scratch. Some of them, it's living off the grid. Some of them, it's in a cabin. Many, it's agriculture and farming and trying to get back to an agrarian way of life and sort of rejecting modernity to a degree. There's a lot of complexity there, and it is. I'll be honest with you, as will most people. It is a tough hobby. It is expensive beyond your wildest imaginations of expense, and it is a lot of scut work. By that I mean work that's not very sexy, that's hard on your back. A lot of shoveling. I've shoveled more in the past 4 years than I shoveled. I've shoveled easily, I don't know, 20 times as much as I did the previous 50 years. And there's a lot of throwing bales of hay around and bags of feed and weeding gardens and being on your knees and being in the mud and clearing out channels and just doing the kind of work that sounds a lot sexier than it actually is. But anyway, that's what I'm doing. So my hope with this little, I keep calling it a podcast, but this little journal is to talk about that. And I'd like to start a dialogue with you all. So if you want to contact me, I would love to hear from you. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to hear what you're doing or what you're trying to do. And that might be somebody like me starting a little hobby farm. It might be somebody going into big agriculture, or it might just be trying to embrace the principles of permaculture no matter where you live, in an apartment, in a high rise. I think in reality, most of the things that we do here can be done in any environment. It's more of an approach to life than having any plot of land or anything like that. But anyway, if you want to contact me, my email is john@johnlarsen.org. That's LARSEN.org. It's where you can email me. But you know what I'd love for you to do is I'd love for you to do what I'm doing. Get yourself a free little recording software on your phone. Get a little fancy headset if you want. And then send me your response. I want to hear what you're doing when you're doing your chores. Anyway, I think there's more to come. If you're hearing this, that means I decided it worked. I'm going to warn you right now. My plan is not to edit these very much, and I'm going to take a picture and use it as the base for YouTube, which is where I'm planning on putting this right now. I'm not on any of the other social media platforms. And the picture I just took is on what we call Second Hill. It's probably sitting in the smack middle of my property, looking westward towards the house, and you'll see the barn over on the left. That's where the rabbits and the sheep live. We're in the process of painting that thing. So it's right now, it's stripped down and it's going to be painted red. On the right is an orchard. Behind that are the chickens, and to the back is the house. All right. Well, hopefully there is more to come. Again, send me your feedback, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Thanks.